welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they enter play. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they come in with some fresh legs as they got the week off last week thanks to the early season bye.
And usually you hope your bye comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get fresh legs,
Richardson back to throw it. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks.
it always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. That good for 19 and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Love now. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 31-yard line.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Now a give, right side, Norris. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Here's Love. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On now is the kicker, Jason Myers, for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48. Myers' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Yeah, this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second
up the middle. It's Williams. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And the Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Richardson working from the gun. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. T.J. Watt in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now Richardson. That's caught. Puka Nacua. So third down. They need to get to the 28 for a first.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Here's Richardson to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Patterson's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Steelers offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And as you see on the graphic, he's right up there with the best in the league when it comes to throwing touchdowns. Currently 2nd in the NFL at this point of the season. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this under near the 35, maybe the 34. Second down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
Off the play fake, Love. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
His throw incomplete. You talk about this Rams defense. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Again, it's Love. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Here's Kyren Williams running out for another possession. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
23 yards.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw. Pass complete there to Nacua. Now a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Richardson looking to throw this. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
If you rank one from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, one from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31-32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. Derek Harmon, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steelers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he is right up there amongst the best in the NFL. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Steelers.
Love, they go play action now. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Norris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
39-yard line. A gain of 4.
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. Wide open receiver complete. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming in. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Norris. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. No, the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Love looking to throw it. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And he does not get to the 1st down marker as they stop him at the 19.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Love. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Up the middle they go. Norris. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Again, the ball carrier.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
Throwing. Love. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth.
A 34-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And the Rams, first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 43-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the shotgun, Richardson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Here is 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Over the middle, he's got the hook up to Whittington. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Richardson out of the shotgun. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sag him back at the 36. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
That's another Rams first down.
Now it's Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Richardson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 10 yards.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Richardson back to throw it. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Following a touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Jalen Tolbert to target that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Love now. Tolbert hauls in the out route. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now Love. A short one there to Freiermuth. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. To throw now, here's Love. And here's Freiermuth again. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Love from the gun. This throw left side is caught by Tolbert. And he's got this down to the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. And that will keep this a 4-point game. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hanson for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hanson, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Steelers offense and DK Metcalf getting ready to go back to work. And he's been a consistent force offensively all season, currently ranked amongst the best in the NFL in terms of receiving touchdowns. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far to scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Brings up third down.
Here's Love. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
First down.
Back to throw. Love. And that is incomplete here. Here's 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
To the air again. Love. To the right side, and he's got more complete. This is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line.
First down, Steelers.
Working out of the gun. Love. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again.
Complete to Elijah.
Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Norris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we just already know. Heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Richardson. He gets that one complete to Wicks. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
A gain of 11 makes it 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have the Rams first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
A 7-yard gain. And the Rams first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. On the counter, here's Williams. And not much room to speak of. They'll get about 3 up to the 41.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
That's good for a Rams first down.
Richardson looking to throw this. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage. That's all. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Richardson to throw. And they're going to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. Richardson looking to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Following the interception, Love. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
On first down, it's Norris. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 7-yard
out of the shotgun, it's Love. It's caught. Tolbert. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And a
They'll run on first down. Norris. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. 2nd and 7. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. He finds his man complete. That's Norris. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Steelers.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And his throw here's incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Love.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
That's into the hands of Tolbert. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. The Steelers send out their punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble, and it gets him a first down.
And the Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Going to be taken in here by Nacua. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Pass complete there to Nacua. Touchdown, LA! Puka Nacua, 48 yards. And the Rams have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
Patterson now for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like the Rams might have it, and they do have it. Now it's Richardson. A quick throw, but incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Wicks, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll fake the jet sweep, but instead of give up the middle to Williams. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his fourth down call.
Patterson's kick is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The visitors' offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out onto the field. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. They'll find Metcalf. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Got the completion, but it certainly wasn't on his time frame. Hurried on that play.
Absolutely. The pressure affected him. Unable to get it further downfield. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The home team's offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for L.A. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Excellent coverage here on the play from Cameron Curl.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. QB sneak, Richardson. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On the jet sweep, here comes Puka. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively.
Gain of 9.
So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 1. They try the left side here with Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
And the Rams.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Second and 11 now. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for the Rams, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.